What's going on? Well, last weekend I was out at Pinchot. I did an overnight backpacking trip on the South Loop, and I thought, that's it for the snow. The snow's gonna melt. It warmed up. It was warm, it rained, all the snow melted, and then yesterday this happened. We got like 3 feet of snow, not 3 feet, 3 inches of snow, 3 to 6 inches in some spots. So today, here with Rocco, we're at Promised Land State Park, and we're parked at the Rock Oak Ridge lot right here. But we're thinking we're gonna walk up, take the 1800 trail, hike back through the woods, and then make some kind of loop. It does connect back down to this trail, and we can come right back out here. But there's some snowmobiles out here. It's probably gonna be the last weekend. Looking at the weather forecasted for the rest of the week, the 7-day forecast after today is supposed to be in the 30s. The next coldest day for the next 7 days, the high is 50. So this snow is gonna be gone, and they're calling for rain next weekend. So, and next weekend starts spring. So, chances are pretty good this is gonna be the end of the snow. We might get one more snowstorm, but it won't last long. So we're gonna do this, which is fitting because my first real snow winter hike was only about 2 miles from here over at Bruce Lake, which is in the Delaware State Forest, which surrounds Promised Land State Park. So I might as well come out here for what potentially could be the last real snow hike of the season. So we're right up from the car. We're parked down there. We're almost to our trailhead, and come across these tracks coming through the woods, across the road, and you get over here and clearly see that's canine. Now there are cabins, people live out here, and we're not far from the town in Promised Land, so it could just be a dog. It's definitely canine. If that's a coyote, that is a big coyote. Now keep in mind, Promised Land and Delaware State Forest combined is something like 12,000 acres. It's huge. So there's gonna be big coyotes out here. But that could be either, oh yeah, that's the other trail. So we could have parked over at the main lot and walked up through here to the campground. Oh, I didn't know this was a snowmobile trail. All right, we'll have to keep our eyes open and our ears. So I forgot this was that wide up there. So we're gonna take the 1800 trail, and we don't even have the brake trail. How about that? Glad I'm wearing the spikes though, because this makes it hard to walk. Oh yeah, multi-use. Oh, that's a big oak. I grew up not far from here, about a 15-minute drive. So these are the woods I grew up in, and I love them in the winter, especially right after snow. I'm gonna shut up and just let you look at it. I know I've mentioned this in a couple of videos when I was out here, but Promised Land is kind of unique in that it is a state park, but it's also a town. So the town of State Park, the town of Promised Land is surrounded by the state park. And this is, as you can see on the sign, the park boundary. So this will take us back out to the main road. This is the town of Promised Land, which goes out and around. And then the boundary trail, if you hear the roosters in the background, the boundary trail then takes you up along the boundary between the state park and the Delaware State Forest. So we're on the very edge of Promised Land State Park. Well, kind of, because then it kind of wraps around, comes back up. It's a very interesting setup they've got here, but it is gorgeous. Well, we're gonna head down the hill. Oh, I forgot there's a bridge here. We're gonna head down the hill, which takes us back out along the boundary trail. It's safe. I can see how washed out this looked, and this didn't look like it was sitting in this most flat way, but it's fine. There's some more ash trees that came down. I almost camped last night, and I was sitting at the house, decided not to. Sitting at the house, and the wind picked up last night. Whew. I was glad I was not out. It was windy. And there's tracks. Back a little ways we saw what I think were coyote tracks, but that coyote was in a full on sprint. This is bear. These are bear tracks.
No way.
Yeah, he went right up over the, check that out. He went right across. He didn't use the bridge. He's like, screw that bridge. I'm gonna use this log. That was from probably last night, right after it stopped snowing.
That is really cool.
That is awesome. That's a picture right there. I'm not gonna go up there and disturb them. Just tracks, but yeah, I'll try to get a shot on the phone to zoom in. It's a little glitchy in the cold, but I'll try. That's so cool. Just a quick shot of this because the GoPro's not going to do this justice. Man, this is kind of stuff you got to come out and witness. This is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we have made it to our junction. This is Rocco Ridge. Takes us back down the car that way. This continues along the boundary trail, and that is, I believe that's just a continuation of Rocco Ridge, which will take us eventually over to Bruce Lake. And we're still like under a mile that we've been.
Wow, really?
I think so. Let's see. 0.98 miles from the car. And we're really only a quarter mile from the car from here. So, oh, this is snowmobile trail. Nobody snowmobiles this. Or is park boundaries? No, park boundary snowmobile trail. That's not. Oh no, there's snowmobile. Yeah. Yeah, this is all snowmobile trail. Man, this is narrow snowmobile trail.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Well, Bruce Lake seems far.
Yes.
And
I gotta look at the map, see what the next junction back out to the road is. If we go
could
straight.
always...
No, we could double back. It doesn't mean we, just because we're going in direction doesn't mean we can't turn around and
we
come
could
back.
always drive to another loop if we wanted to.
You could, but we're already out here.
I know. What's the point?
So I'm gonna pull the map, see what we got, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're now fully in the Delaware State Forest. We decided to do a loop up the Rock Oak Ridge Trail, the telephone trail, and then loop back around on the Whittaker Trail, back down to the park boundary trail. And that means nothing to you if you're not looking at a map, but that's the plan right now. Ooh, there's an ash tree right there with a bunch of woodpecker holes in it. That one's gonna come down. Oh, there's nothing over here too. And this is a big coyote. This coyote track, I think it's the same one we were following up the boundary trail. So you cut through the woods there, popped out. We've been following him for a while. What we got here? These are mountain laurels. This is the official state flower of Pennsylvania.
So are these rock oak?
They could be rock oak, yeah.
I'm assuming that's how it got.
Or they're just regular oak trees and it's very rocky underneath the snow. Rock Oak Ridge. Rocky Oak Ridge.
You got rocks.
You got oaks. Rock oak. Rock lobster. Look at all the tracks here. What do we got? Probably squirrel. We got, that looks like deer. This is that coyote we've been following. He's been hunting for something, or she. We were talking about this a minute ago, and I'm good and ready for spring. I'm ready for the change in seasons. But this is something that I always miss from the winter, is being able to see the tracks and see how active the forest is. A lot of times when you're out, you don't see the animals because they see or smell you first and they avoid you. But you can see, it's like looking at your web history on your browser. Some people don't like looking at the history on their browser because they know what they've been doing. But when you come out here and you see all the coyotes and the deer and the bear tracks and whatever else we've been seeing, some of them you just can't tell because they kind of collapse in on themselves, but it's crazy. I love it. All right, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just gonna say these tracks coming through, that's a good, dude, that's 8 feet from there to here, right? Would you say that's 8 feet?
Yeah.
Another jump, broke the ice, went up, another hop. That's not a bear. It's too big to be coyote, because if that was multiple coyotes coming through, I could see it, but they wouldn't all jump in the same spot and land in the exact same spot. That looks feline. Could be a big bobcat, because we know there's no mountain lions in Pennsylvania. Sure. But there's no way to see the tracks real clear. But they are big. Ooh. Yeah, right here.
Cat.
Look at that. You can kind of see it. That's a big cat. Look at this. I'd say maybe it's just big bobcat, because this is a smaller one and it's dragging itself in the snow. Wow. That's a bobcat. That's a big bobcat. That's got to be a 25-pound bobcat, at least. That's big. That's cool. That's really cool to see. Oh, here's another set. What are these?
I think those are deer. Maybe not.
It's hard to tell. I don't. Yeah, maybe deer. Not deer. Yeah, maybe deer. It's hard to tell. So the snow's not real wet, so it doesn't leave a good print. That's awesome. This forest is gorgeous. It looks like a lot of these are oak. Oh, it's a shagbark hickory. Look at that thing.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. There's a couple ash over there. Looks like a lot of oak, which means if you're building a fire and you get that oak, you got yourself a fire burner for a good long time. Gorgeous. Hey, just think, it could be that bridge at Great Trail.
I was just looking at the grass here growing in the water.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it was like in the
Look at how
60s.
gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. If this happens to be the last winter hike before the end of the year, I'll be happy. This
Well,
is very nice.
I mean, it's gonna rain next weekend, and then spring is on Monday. Yeah,
I think Wednesday it was supposed to be 65 or so.
yeah. But I mean, like the official spring.
I can't say this might be that popular of a trail. It doesn't appear to be, even under the snow, it does not appear to be worn in.
No.
There's boulders.
Well, it's a connector trail that doesn't really go to much, you know. So you got to just be out here for the hike. There's no views out here. This does take you over to Bruce Lake, but a lot of people aren't doing like 16 or 18 miles to do the round trip.
A lot of boulders. Careful.
Oh yeah, boulders and logs and all kinds of stuff out here. But it's, have I mentioned it's gorgeous out here? Now, I thought ahead and wore all my waterproofs. Rocco did not. So I'll come down here and do the scouting. This is all solid ground. It's not soggy. And then if I step in water, yes, like this looks marshy. So I'll just these depressions I'm trying to stay out of. Look at this. Oh my God. This might not be a wise decision, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'm following back my footprints here, and they're all filling in with water. Oh well. There we go. Not so bad. This is awesome. Snow-covered mountain laurels. We're almost to the Whittaker Trail, which will be our turn. We're right next to this little pond. It's so quiet out here. All you really hear is occasional bird. Songbirds are a little confused by the snow right now, but the breeze blowing over. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, it's right there?
Yeah, marker.
Yeah, I knew we had to be close to it. Oh yeah. Look at these boulders though. Wow. So this is all glacial dump. This is what happened when the glaciers receded. Dropped all these boulders here. And it probably made that little pond.
Yeah, you know what?
It's a glacial pond.
Probably is a glacial pond.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, there's no dam on it. That's not man-made. And then you get out of the mountain laurels and the forest changes. Going in the pines and more mountain laurel. You getting buds yet?
Look at those though.
Nothing yet.
You know what those are? I do not.
Nope. Oh, you know what they might be? I don't know what the name of them is, but they look like the blueberries. They're not huckleberry.
Okay.
But they're like almost black, almost like a boysenberry. We always wonder what they are. Apparently they're not berries. They're seed pods. Look at the size of that thing. How's the battery doing? Alright. If this video just ends abruptly, it's because the battery died. So we're going to head towards 74.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that.
That is incredible. The GoPro's not can do that justice.
Wow.
So this is the telephone trail that goes through, and then we're going to take the Whittaker. Right there. I kind of want to stay on the telephone trail, but that doesn't go the way we want it to go. Another day telephone trail. We're now into a little rhododendron forest. Some of these are old rhododendrons. Look at the size of some of these things. Mountain laurel, rhododendron. That's the difference. Rhododendron's got big leaves. I thought I was facing the other way. Hi! So we are back to the boundary trail. And park boundary. Zip ties, that's a different way of connect. Oh, that's a dead tree. It's not going to grow, so that's not so bad. Yeah, so if we go back down, we can hike back out to the park road. Lakeshore, it's called. But it goes all the way along. It adds like 2 miles to the... This just goes straight across. That goes way out and around. This is we're actually pulling the snow up off the ground here. It's getting pretty warm. As you can tell, we're both down to our sweats. But I think we should stay on the trail. I'm not feeling like it's a time to ditch off the trail, but it's definitely a March snow. This will be gone in a couple days, so it's good we got out.
This is the direction, correct?
Yes. Blue skies. It's gonna be spring hiking before you know it.
This Whittaker Trail, though, is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The amount of glacial boulders are just, it's incredible.
Back up that way. Yeah, I didn't really record. I just enjoyed it. Gorgeous. A lot of rhododendrons and boulders and snow and awesomeness. All right, off we go. Back onto the park boundary. Back to, what was that, post 27? I think so. It's 67. Oh no, we parked it. Yeah, we're going to 67. That's what we're going to. So back that way we go. Oh, that's a wonderful. Might do it. Ah, I can do it. Let's kick the snowball down there. All right, try one more shot with the phone. Look at this. All right, well, we're gonna cross this and head to the car. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next.